everybody.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good place to start. All right, ladies and gents.
Wait, there are people isn't there?
Who else is here? All right, you guys can come out now. We're gonna start the podcast.
Come out of your den.
Dude, we made that joke last time of like, it's like, oh, you guys found out my wife. She like comes out of the closet.
Yeah. Wait, that was a joke?
Yeah.
All right, come out. You can come out
Yeah,
now.
you can come out now.
Thanks for waiting.
All right. So, do you need to get something?
No, I'm good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he needs to get something.
So we're here in Mitchell's new apartment.
Who
I still sound a little sick.
I still sound a little sick when I go.
Here, let me show you how sick I sound.
Listen to how sick I sound right now.
Dude, that's so sick.
Listen to how dope I sound right now. Who do you think you are? I am.
Oh, classic.
Anyway, so today we've gathered you all here today to talk about
Gathered you here.
our old favorite television shows and movies, right?
Yeah.
So, does anyone have any places that they want to start specifically?
I'm probably the oldest, or like the most earliest, the better.
Memory.
And some of these I'm gonna have to Google.
Yeah, same.
Me and Mitchell talked about this a couple years ago. We kept Googling, like trying to describe the show to find the name.
So, I mean, we can start. Okay, should we do by? We'll do like channel. Okay, so when I was a kid, I mean, I watched like every channel.
Every channel.
Every single channel.
Comedy Central.
Comedy Central. I was all over Comedy Central.
I was all over whatever channel it was that carried the Howard Stern show.
Oh, dude.
I watched that as a kid.
Every morning with the bowl of cereal. Howard Stern.
No, but in all actuality, like Disney Channel, a little Cartoon Network, and then Nickelodeon mostly.
Okay, was that like earliest though? Because I remember a phase before that, like an age before that, where those shows weren't even like what I would watch.
Those were the same channels. The only other channel I would have seen was PBS.
Okay, PBS. That's where I was going to start.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll start there.
So the earliest show I can remember, actually, there's two. One is The Big Comfy Couch. I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
Whoa, shoot! Already, I'm starting to recognize this.
You remember that one?
Yes.
So it was like a female character and a couch, and then like toys.
It was big and comfy.
Yeah, and she was like a rag doll, but she was a human. It was weird.
Oh yeah.
But I remember that vaguely. That's like really early memory.
Wow,
it's like I don't remember anything about it. I just remember the setup of the show. Right.
Wow, that is a little unsettling. The name sounds familiar.
It's a
I
little
can't say I
unsettling.
recognize anything
Really?
about it.
You've probably heard people talk about it.
I've heard it.
And then the second one, the second oldest one I can remember is called Beekman's World.
Yes.
Wait, it was kind of like Bill Nye.
I totally forgot what that show was called.
Did you watch that?
I forgot about that.
So and the thing is, I didn't remember the name until we searched it that one time.
Yeah.
Because it's like a scientist. It was like Bill Nye, but it had this guy in a rat costume as like a sidekick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he like ripped a phone book one time.
I don't like. See, I don't. The only thing I remember that is when he laid on a bed of nails. For some reason that stuck with me. As a kid, I was like freaked out. I was like, "Whoa!"
Nice. Yeah, that sounds.
That whole
really cool.
show was just weird.
Wikipedia says the show debuted a year before Bill Nye's The Science Guy show debuted.
So I mean, that's a good.
Which
place
maybe
to
it got like squashed by Bill Nye or something.
I was gonna say I remember watching Bill Nye all the time.
Yeah.
Bill Nye's
So those are the two probably earliest, and then were those on PBS? I don't think those were on PBS.
No, I remember
Big
they were
Comfy
like
Couch was.
It was?
Yeah. I just
Okay.
checked.
it was on like Fox or something, like early mornings.
Might as well check something.
Because my brother would get up to go to school, and I would be up too.
It would be up in the morning.
Yeah, and it was like early morning before school started, on like Fox.
The
TLC.
other ones that I would have watched on PBS back at that time were Cyber Chase.
Okay,
Yes.
nice. That was a
I
good
don't
one.
remember a lot of it, but I just remember that. And then Chalk Zone.
Chalk
Oh wait, that was Nickelodeon. I'm sorry.
That was I think that was Nickelodeon. The thing is, like, we didn't
I don't
have
know.
cable for most of my life. There were like chunks where we would have it, and then we'd get rid of it just because it was like expensive. And then we'd have like the basic cable where it had like PBS and like news channels.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Cyber Chase was definitely one I saw a lot.
Nice.
Arthur, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't
You guys all watch
watch.
Arthur?
I didn't watch it very much. I watched it,
Okay.
but not very much.
That one was like a staple in our house. for whatever reason.
That was the staple in like everyone that I had
Because of
Xboxes.
the good morals.
Yeah.
It was like a solid show. Like it wasn't. I don't know, and there were funny parts in it that the adults could like still laugh at.
Yeah.
Like even I would laugh at the
Because
joke.
some jokes they make you think.
They do.
I watched, or I had a Arthur like computer game that I probably played
Which one
more
was
than
it?
much the show. I do not know.
Because there's a bunch of them. I had a couple of them.
If you name a few, I might be able to.
There's Arthur's Birthday. Did you play that one?
Yes,
You did?
that sounds really familiar.
that one's so good. And then there was Arthur's Camping Adventure. That was the other one. Those are the only two I've played.
That one sounds familiar.
That one I
don't
think was
had
newer.
that. Oh, there was
Or
a
more recent.
There's a series of games that I just recalled. It's like math adventure.
Math Blasters?
No,
Oh, that was good.
it was like an adventure point and click adventure game with like math, and they had different grades. Because I remember like my friend had like the.
Oh, was it
I
I
just
think I
looked
played
this
it.
up
Like
and
they
I
had it
forgot.
by grades. So it was 5th grade adventures. We had that one where
Do you remember?
most of it was
anything
math based, and it was like you were a group of kids. Was it
Yes,
that one? Okay.
yes.
But there were different grades, so it was like each grade had its own character. So
Yeah.
I played I think it was the 5th grade one.
Okay. Yeah, we had like the third one. Hold on. Math, adventure, computer game. We had the 3rd grade one. Yeah, here it is. Clue Finders.
Clue Finders.
Yeah.
That's what the series was called.
Yeah. So we had like the 3rd and 4th grade.
Okay.
And I would have been like, I probably would have been about 3rd grade because I remember like being able to beat that. And then
Yeah.
4th grade was like, that was like, I only played
Not
that if
too
my
hard.
sister was playing it too. And then our neighbor who was a year older had 5th and 6th grade. And I was like, whoa.
Whoa,
I'll
man.
never be able to play that.
Never ever.
Did you guys ever used to adhere to the for ages X and older? Like, I used to adhere to that a lot.
What do you mean?
Like, I had a Pokemon Battle Coliseum, like, physical game that you'd, like, plug these little characters on. And I only ever had, like, 3 characters, so I never bought any of the
Mhm.
extras. And you'd have to, like, time when you press a button and it would attack the other one, and it was all, like, Pokemon Stadium, but, like, a physical
Sure.
box. And it didn't... It was for ages, like, 10 and up, and I got it when I was 7 for
Mhm.
Christmas. And I remember thinking, like,
Oh no.
whoa. Like, I remember thinking, like, well, in 3 years, I'll actually be allowed to play this. And then
Be
I still,
allowed
like,
to play
played
it.
it, but it was just, like, something that I was...
That's like the government comes and like steals.
Yeah, it was never
Protective
anything like
services.
that. But,
Back to TV shows though.
yeah, sorry. That's
No, that was good. But it was
attention.
kind of off topic at the same time. Let me think. So yeah, Arthur. Did you guys ever watch Zoom?
Yes.
Yes. Did you watch
Yes.
Zoom?
Yes.
It
I
was
love that show.
It was like one of the few, I guess, people
But, like,
shows that were real life.
They would change
Dude.
the cast.
Well, every year it would
years.
change,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude.
So then you're just like pissed off.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You'd
It's
be like,
I don't like this
I
guy.
feel like I knew these old characters. I have to
Yeah.
relearn everyone.
Okay, the other 2 big ones for me in that same time were,
Mhm.
I mean, Barney.
Barney, yeah,
Watch
we
Barney.
definitely watch Barney.
Dude, out of the box.
Out of the box.
Dude,
Watch that a little bit, yeah.
Dude, that's the one
Was
where
that the
it's
one with
all
the-
a box for. It's all like a huge box for. I remember thinking that was
Was that the one with the
insane.
bear? Or am I thinking of a
You
different
could
one?
have
No, it was
whatever
like
Big Bear and Blue
Bear in the Big
House
Blue
or
House.
whatever.
Bear the Big Blue.
Dude, that was
The
another
one with
one.
like the moon face.
Dude, the birthday song from that, I still remember the birthday song that they sing
the
for that.
birthday song. I don't remember.
Yeah, they like sing a weird birthday song, and I can't remember it now. It's just really stupid. But...
Okay, so
Oh, shoot.
out of the box, then I feel like I
It's like they go through like they like crawl through like a box for it.
feel like
and then
my
it's this
sister used to
huge
watch it,
room.
but I didn't really watch it. But I
Okay.
kind of saw it.
Okay. Yeah, that was like.
Oh, here's
Oh.
go ahead.
I just want to because I'm gonna forget about this. Between the Lines,
Between the Lines.
just because I knew I'd forget.
That
about
one was really good because even that also had like stuff in it that you wouldn't catch unless you were older, which is
Really?
like kind of funny.
I don't really remember. Anything
Like one of the like skits was like teaching grammar. Like pretty much every one of the skits is like making fun of another show almost.
Oh really?
Like there's
That's
the one
incredible.
skit that's like Sailor Moon like parody.
No way.
Yeah,
Dude.
it was like a running skit.
Wow.
I guess I shouldn't say all of them are making fun of shows, but a lot of them are.
Huh. Nice.
Oh, I was gonna say, one show that I vaguely remember. I just remember watching it. I don't remember anything about it. Was Gullah Gullah Island. Did you guys ever watch that?
What is it?
Gullah Gullah Island.
That name sounds familiar.
It was a mixture of human beings and costume people, like kind of like Barney.
Costume.
What do you call that? Costume people? Like, what do you call that when it's not animated but it's like someone in a costume?
Like practical effects costume.
Practical effects. There's a mixture of human and practical effects.
Oh, do you guys ever watch the? Well, we'll finish talking about this one first. Do you remember anything about this? Oh, I haven't. This doesn't look familiar now that
Does
I
that
see
person look familiar?
No.
Not at all.
Was that on PBS?
This was. I don't think so.
Okay.
Nick Jr.
Hmm.
If you don't
Well, that would
recognize
be
it, you
why.
definitely didn't see it because that's like the most like iconic. But it was like a family, and then it was like these characters that like live with them or something. But like again, that was like earlier. I think my older brother watched that, and I just kind of
Oh wow.
sort of remember it. Bananas in pajamas.
Yes.
You're watching
Yeah.
In pajamas.
I don't
You're
remember.
coming down the stairs.
See, I don't remember the theme song. That was also like one that's just like scrapes the memory, but like
It
doesn't.
scrapes the
I don't know.
Wow.
It just really scrapes my
barely
memory.
scrapes my memory, but doesn't like latch on or anything.
Scrapes.
What was there was one I was just gonna talk about. I don't remember though. I mean, Dora the Explorer was like
Yeah,
on as I was growing
I
up.
remember not liking it or like making fun of it or
Oh
something.
yeah, dude, I
Because
did.
it's just ridiculous
Yeah.
and predictable. But it was like, but it taught Spanish, so it's like good.
Yeah, I still know Vamonos.
Vamonos.
There's one that was like it was like computer animated with like bugs. What was it called? I don't know what the name was. It was roly polies.
It wasn't Bug's Life, was it?
No.
That's a movie.
I know, that's... Dude,
Bugs Life might be in one of these wonderful.
Bug's Life came out, I think, when I was born.
It was an old movie.
Yeah, that's
I think it was 96.
It was just called Roly Poly Oly. Did you guys ever watch it?
Wait, yeah, wait.
Okay.
Do you have a picture?
Yeah. You seen it?
Dude, that's the one I was... Okay, so that's
You were trying
about
to say
robots.
It's about robots.
It's about robots.
Remember this?
Oh, okay, yeah, vaguely.
Because I remember because there's one episode of that.
So they're not roly poly bugs.
No.
Just like
There's one episode about that freaked me out.
Really? What
Yeah,
was
so
it?
listen to this. They're all robots. So they're all like, magnets and
I guess
stuff.
they look like robots. Yeah.
Someone did something that they like reversed because their gravity was a magnet or something, and someone reversed the like polarity of the Earth so that they just like were forced upward, like as if gravity went up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're like walking on the roofs, and I remember like a part of the roof breaks, like, and some guy was like, "Whoa!" and he like almost falls in, and like pieces of like metal like fly out like into the
Upwards
sky-
instead of
upwards.
Okay.
And it's just like, oh my gosh, if any one of them like falls, like they're gone. They're like lost
Jeez.
forever. And I remember thinking
You're,
like
like,
that
worried.
was terrifying. Wow, I'm glad you said that. Let's find that episode.
Oh shoot! This is like leading into a whole
Yeah.
Wikipedia. There's this show that I remember we had a VHS.
Oh. I just
What?
keep thinking of them too. The Wiggles too.
The Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
That was a
I
little
watched
later,
that
but
with
yeah.
you.
It's an Australian show, so like my cousins always it was like
Was
the
it
thing. with
really?
it. Okay, did you guys ever watch The Puzzle Place? That sound familiar?
No.
Because like I remember like the name and like that's like the logo. I remember
Wait, let me
always
think.
seeing a VHS tape with that logo on it, but I don't really remember anything about it.
Oh, that kind of does look familiar.
It was like puppets. I feel like if I watched it, I would remember. Sort of. What was the other one? Oh, Sesame Street.
Yeah, I didn't watch that a whole lot.
Really?
But I remember I saw it a few times.
JJ the Jet Plane.
JJ the
Oh,
it was
shoot.
freaking weird.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Thomas the Tank Engine, while we're talking about that.
It's terrifying.
It was time for Thomas to go.
You had seen
You'd
it.
seen
I didn't watch that one a whole lot. But no, Sesame Street that also had a lot of like jokes that the parents would catch. Like they would parody like Law and Order and stuff. Did you ever?
I heard that they did that.
Like the thing is with me, I guess since I had younger siblings, I would see them watching it,
Right.
and then I would catch them. Whereas like if you're the youngest sibling, you probably wouldn't ever go back and look at it.
Yeah.
So I'm probably just catching things that you aren't because of that.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I didn't really watch this, but the one with Olmec on it, the one that was like Family Feud or something, or no, Hidden Temple, Legends of the Hidden Temple. It was like a reality show. It's on Nickelodeon. On the same time as All That, I think.
Oh, okay.
So
see, All That was like
that was
starting to end as I started to watch Nickelodeon.
I think it had ended when I watched Nickelodeon, but I remember watching.
I didn't have cable ever, so.
How'd you watch SpongeBob then?
I'm going to explain that. So I'd like go to my grandparents' house, and so I never wanted to watch like Nick Jr. or anything. So it's like if that was on, I'm like, who cares? I'm not going to watch TV if Nick Jr.'s on. So that's why I like never saw any like Nick Jr. shows or anything because I didn't have it at my house, and like if I'm at my grandma's, I don't want to like watch Nick Jr.
So when you were in the next junior age, you were watching like just PBS basically, or like
or if I went over to my grandma's, I would watch, SpongeBob or like whatever was on Cartoon Network if Nick Jr. was on.
That's so. I mean, that's another. That's like.
So it's like when I had access to like cable kids shows, I would make sure that I didn't watch those because I'm like, oh, I have access to cable right now. I don't want to watch kids shows.
Gotcha. So I mean, I think that goes without saying. SpongeBob is an absolute staple in all of our childhoods. Yeah. We all watched that a ton.
That definitely like. When it came out was the age where I was starting to wean off like PBS shows, I guess.
Yeah, it was
starting
perfect
to
timing for me.
Yeah.
99.
99.
That came out in 99. That's crazy.
Yeah, I watched that so much. Is it finally ending?
I don't know. I think it's still going. I don't know.
I remember hearing years ago that they had like the last season like planned or written or something, but it was like,
oh yeah, they wanted to try to get. Oh, they wanted to do a final movie, and they wanted to get Steven Hillenburg back on because he hasn't been writing for it. He hasn't
really.
Yeah, that's when it started to go downhill. He left after like season 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So that's
what
it
didn't really go downhill. Well, maybe
the jokes got way worse.
Yeah.
And it got more little kiddish.
Yeah,
it got like way less universal.
If you watch those old ones,
I mean, I definitely agree. Season 2 and 3 were the best.
Yeah, like freaking some of the jokes in that were like real bad.
It's like real bad, but
like what? I can't even think of.
Like he's giving Gary a bath, and he says, "Don't drop the soap."
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's like the only thing I've.
Yeah.
And like somebody just posted a meme because it was Friday the 13th on Reddit the other day. It was only Friday the 13th
on Reddit.
And it was Friday the 13th. And,
the other day, meaning yesterday.
Yesterday, and it was one of the Halloween episodes, but like Squidward's dressed up as like a ghost, and he like sneaks up behind SpongeBob. Or he's got like, or no, he's dressed up as a Flying Dutchman to scare SpongeBob, and he just says, "I've come for your pickle." But it's like there's something about somebody stealing pickles earlier, so it's like not inappropriate. But someone just captured that screenshot, and they're like, "This is really bad."
Out of context, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Man, so what? I'm trying to think.
So if we're going through Nickelodeon, just since Mitch didn't watch that, just to like quickly go through all those. For me, it would have been
Amanda Show and
Drake
and
Josh, obviously. I watched iCarly too.
iCarly, yeah.
But nothing after that.
Yeah.
Oh, and the one about the girl at the boarding school that was also made by.
Oh, Victorious.
No, the one before that. Zoe 101.
Oh, I didn't watch that one.
I only watched.
My parents, for some reason, thought it was bad.
Dude,
something.
my parents did too.
Really?
They didn't like. We watched it for like a year, and then they watched it.
Wait, wasn't that? That's Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Wait, no.
I mean, that doesn't mean it's a bad
I know.
She's not writing for it.
No, I think it wasn't it Hillary
But no, what it was.
Duff's sister?
No, it was.
No.
Yeah, it was Britney Spears' sister.
Duff's sister is Haley Duff.
She's like older.
Yeah.
But she was on All That, so it's not like she was like a.
But no, like I understand why, because I feel like Zoe 101 was very much like middle school.
It was like
drama
junior high girls.
Yeah,
kind of
just
show.
like
I don't know.
it was very just like a sitcom for.
I feel like my parents probably just saw like the previews.
Junior high kids.
Yeah, I feel like my parents just saw like the previews leading up to it, like announcing the show, and they got a weird vibe from
Like it wasn't like it wasn't like a zany hijinks and stuff.
It was like, yeah, there's like romance.
Yeah.
It's like a soap opera.
Yeah, basically it was like soap opera / sitcom for junior high
Yeah,
kids.
that can get kind of weird.
So
I'm trying to think though before we get too far
okay.
ahead because I'm sure there were more old shows.
Yeah.
Well, Pokemon, obviously.
Oh, dude, Pokemon.
I watched I remember the first season.
Pokemans.
I was pretty into that.
When I was in high school, I like had a ton of downtime and like went through a phase of like I'm gonna rewatch
Oh,
all the old stuff I used to watch.
And your mom got bootleg DVDs on eBay.
Dude, I forgot that I asked to save those, and I have them in my apartment now. I have all of them. I have every Digimon episode
Oh my god.
for the first
More
4
like
seasons.
digital monotony.
But so yeah, Digimon was another for me, but Pokemon.
Actually, I think I watched Digimon before I watched Pokemon. I think.
Oh really? Huh. I went
Maybe
back.
it was the same time. I don't know.
I went back through and watched the first 2 seasons of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I got up to like episode 115, and I was like, "This isn't as good as I remember," and then I stopped watching.
Well, the Digimon movie, me and my older brother watched that in the theater when it came out.
No way.
So we were like already into it before that came out.
I saw the Pokemon the movie 2000 in theaters
I
with my
did see it in
cousins.
theaters.
They gave out like special cards that I still have from the movie. It was like really cool with like Latios and
Digimon came out October 2000. Digimon TV series.
TV series was like at least 98, I think.
Okay, that makes sense.
At least the first one, which I have on DVD.
Nice.
I have to watch it, but I don't have a DVD player.
Computer.
I don't have a disc drive.
What? Get an
I
extra
wonder
one.
if mine would work with you.
Oh yeah, with my bootleg CDs.
Well, I just mean like with your PC, because it's like an Apple-made disc drive. I wouldn't know why it wouldn't.
Oh, you have an extra. You don't
Yeah.
have. Oh yeah, so you wouldn't have a drive in there.
First run
Yeah, I
syndication was 1998.
You could try it if you want.
I might do that. I have no reason to watch them yet, but I might do that.
No, but one thing I remember about Pokemon is whenever we would go to Family Video, which somehow is still open. I don't know how they're not out of business.
Dude, that blows my mind.
But we would always go there every like week. My parents would like rent a DVD for like some movie that came out, and they always had the kids section, and all the DVDs were free, or VHS tapes, not DVDs. They were all free though. I would just get a new Pokemon every time,
Dude.
and like just watch that while they're watching their like PG-13 movie in the other room. So like
That's how I watched.
because when we didn't have cable, that's how I watched
Yeah,
Pokemon. But
that's
when I
how I
did have
watched
cable,
Oh,
Family Video.
we used to have one VHS, just because this is like a weird thing. It was The Wiggles meets The Crocodile Hunter.
What?
Really?
We
That's
had
a
that
thing?
on VHS, and I think your family came over and watched
That's
it.
got to be worth like a lot of money.
why would we
I
come out
don't
and
know
watch that?
anymore. But I remember it.
Why would we watch that?
I don't know. I remember it had an orange case too. Like, you know those like white plastic
Yeah, yeah.
cases? that
Oh
squeaked?
yeah.
It was orange plastic, and I was like, "This is."
Did you steal it from Family Video?
This is
No,
vintage.
I wish.
Why would we come over and watch that?
I think you were just like over, and we just had it, so we were gonna watch it. As far as Disney Channel, I mean, you got That's So Raven.
That's a Raven.
That was a phenomenal
That was a
show.
good show.
I never liked that.
Really?
What was the other one that came
Oh,
out?
Sweet Life of Zack and
Sweet
Cody.
Life of Zack and Cody. What was the third one? Maybe.
Yeah, there were. I'm just gonna look up old Disney Channel TV. I mean, they had all the Disney Channel movies. Frickin'
The original movies.
the one that had the one character named Bean or whatever.
Named Bean.
Oh,
You
Shia
know,
LaBeouf.
Yeah, it's got Shia LaBeouf.
Even Stevens.
Even
That's what it
Yeah,
Steven.
dude.
That was
Even
such a
Steven.
good show.
I like that show.
Okay, so you've seen that. Yeah, that one
That was like
like-
one of the few ones
that was like peak Disney.
that got onto network TV on Saturday mornings.
Yeah. So I think the creator or the writer of that, Lizzie McGuire and Phil of the Future were all the same people.
Dude,
That's why they had similar like
that
fast
makes
paced
sense.
like sound effects added kind of comedy,
That
right?
makes sense.
Which I thought was kind of funny.
So in 2000 we got Even Stevens, Lizzie McGuire in 2001, and The Proud Family was also in 2001. Remember that being weird?
I remember watching that a lot.
It's the one that had like
was like animated black family.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
one
I knew it was
villains were like
really
all
weird like character designs.
It is bizarre.
Man, I
Yeah.
remember the name. Oh, here's one. Fillmore.
Fillmore. I remember watching a little bit. It would
Yeah,
come on,
that was
I
a
don't
good
recall.
I could only see it on Saturday mornings when it would
Yeah.
come on like the local channel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
That
was like a
good
detective
ass
show.
Really? It was a kids show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember it being kind of like I couldn't understand it very much. Like my older brother would watch it. Maybe I was too young to like follow it.
Just since I've got this pulled up, Kim Possible, That's So Raven, Lilo and Stitch, watched that a little bit. Dave the Barbarian, I watched quite a bit.
I
I
never
thought that was
seen that.
funny. Phil the Future, phenomenal.
That was a good one.
So we have Zack and Cody. I mean Hannah Montana, obviously.
Obviously.
Dude, Phineas and Ferb
Corey in the
came out-
House.
I
Corey in the
never
House.
liked Miley Cyrus.
Dude, Phineas and Ferb came out a decade ago.
Wow, I didn't really like that show.
Wizards of Waverly Place was kind of.
It was
towards the
alright.
end. Sweet Life on Deck was also kind of after I.
It was like they were just milking the
Here's
money.
a
out of that
question.
series.
Is it-
Yeah.
Did Sweet Life popularize the phrase on deck?
I don't
I
think so.
wish. Dude. Oh, I wish. Okay, I'm gonna look up Disney Channel movies then too. Disney Channel. I think that's all for Disney Channel shows then that I watched. Cartoon Network was. I didn't watch very much.
Yeah, we
But
did.
I saw like
Cartoon Network got really weird, and like
it got weird quick.
quick.
Like Johnny Test, I never
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah, it's like it started getting just like super weird.
Yeah, because they used
Oh, okay. Let me think of Cartoon Network now. So
Oh.
Dexter's Laboratory.
to. Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Dexter,
Okay.
dude, Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny
Dude,
Bravo.
This was the golden.
This is
era
when it was
of-
good, and then
yeah,
it
yeah.
just dropped off.
But
But I guess if
was
we
the
went back and
best
watched-
show.
If we went back and watched Johnny Bravo, we'd probably.
we should.
I
watch
I still
those
remember. I still remember, like my favorite Johnny Bravo
Moment.
moment
What is
was
it?
like when I'm trying to remember what the premise was, but like for some reason he was like being babysat. I don't remember why. And there was just this like
He lives with his mom, right?
skeevy
So it
guy.
makes sense.
He's like, so they're like at the mall or something, and there's like a ball pit, and his babysitter was like, "Why don't you go jump in the balls, Johnny?" It's like, like it's something that you think is just hysterical as a kid. Because why don't you go jump in the river? I just like lost my shit when I was a
Dark,
kid watching.
dude.
it.
That's
I know.
amazing. I haven't seen that one.
dude.
But
we're
like
gonna have to
that
watch-
whole episode was like that. It was just like this really like namby-pamby guy just like being
Yeah.
really nice to him, and Johnny just like coming back with these one-liners, being just an asshole.
Dude, we gotta find that episode. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't really remember the show.
Okay, the only thing I remember from that, there's two episodes. One was the Christmas special. Do you remember that? He like was given the task by Santa to like deliver all the presents. I don't really remember
vaguely
anything about
the
it.
Premise,
but it was
I
like the
guess,
Christmas
but I don't
special. And the other one
remember
was-
anything about it.
His mom was playing poker with some like guy, and she like bet Johnny and then lost. So like Johnny was like his slave for like the episode, and then at the end the mom finds out that he cheated and gets Johnny back or something. But, like I don't remember anything in between.
Dude, we're gonna watch Samurai Jack after
Samurai
this.
Jack.
Samurai?
Sorry,
I never got
Bravo.
into Samurai.
Well, that's
Jack.
another one.
that was another one. That's why I said that. That one. So they recently made their final season of that. Like, came out earlier this year.
I remember just being so distracted by that because the guy looked like the dad from Powerpuff Girls. I just kept thinking it was him, and I couldn't get it out of my head.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
It's another one.
Because it was the same animator.
I will say, I just rewatched all of Samurai Jack because the new season came out.
Mhm. See, I didn't like follow it really, but
It's a phenomenal show.
nice.
Like, it's unreal. They tried so many weird things. And
Isn't
like,
the new one's gonna be like more edgy,
Yeah, well, it's already out. It already came out.
but like more like violent?
It
and,
was
like,
way more violent.
Oh, okay.
It was way heavier. But
Because
they
like the only
kept
people
the-
watching are the old people.
Right. So I mean, it was
Old
interesting because like even as me going back now to watch all the old ones, like it's not a little kids show. There's like a few episodes that are kind of like little kiddish, but like the art style and the cinematography, like it's something you don't notice as a kid.
Yeah.
So like now I see all this like really cool stuff they tried. I was amazed that it made it, and all the backgrounds are hand painted. It's really cool. Like people like sell those and stuff. It's awesome.
I was thinking of something. It was in the era of like Dexter's Lab and Johnny Bravo.
I guess I'll look up those first them three.
Oh, did you ever? I don't know what it was called, but it had. It was like one of the characters was a cow, and the other one was like a mongoose or something.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
It had SpongeBob's voice on it.
SpongeBob's voice.
Yeah, it was
Tom Kenny.
Yeah, Tom Kenny. Yes. I can't remember the name of it. Well, I'll see.
What is it? What'd you say?
It's like a cow and a mongoose.
Yeah.
How old is it?
I don't know. It was probably like early 2000s. And like the parents, they had parents. And like you could only see like up to their knees. Like they didn't show above. Does that sound familiar?
I mean, I'm just throwing this out there, but I don't think that's right. Ren and Stimpy.
It wasn't Ren and Stimpy, but it was like in that same
What's Ren and
vein.
Stimpy?
I never
That
watched
sounds
Ren and Stimpy either. That was like before my
Yeah,
time.
it's a pretty old Nickelodeon show.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. I mean, there's something called Cow and Chicken. I assume
Oh, maybe that's it. Hold
These
on.
Powerful Girls, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Heck
That,
yeah.
that was
Dude.
creepy
Oh,
show. I did.
that show still freaks me out.
Yeah,
It's like
dude.
it was super creepy.
Simmer Jack.
Cow and chicken.
Like,
I think this might be it. Let me look at the images.
There is another one that I cannot remember right now.
Okay, this is definitely it. So it wasn't a mongoose. Who am I thinking of?
There's another
It
one.
was a cow and a chicken.
There's a. I'm just gonna look up
Yeah.
Tom Kenny. Because there is another one that he was on. That's like his most popular show. Rocko's Modern Life. Is that what you were thinking of?
Yeah.
Then maybe you were thinking of that. And Cat Dog. I don't remember if you guys.
Cat
remember
dog. That was a good one.
Fairly Odd Parents was the other Nickelodeon.
for whatever reason, maybe it was like the art style or something, but like, Cat Dog always bored me to tears. I don't know why.
I don't really recall.
Like I just got depressed and like scared watching.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It wasn't
That's
like-
what it was.
It wasn't boring. Oh, I Am Weasel. That has Tom Kenny. Is that everything you?
No.
Has the? Is that?
The one
I was thinking of that person as the sidekick to the cow for some reason.
Oh, really?
Maybe they had some sort of crossover.
I was thinking of Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Guess I'll crack it in some Wonder Ball.
So I Am Weasel.
So to go along with the theme, even though we didn't try to do this, we went to Walmart to buy Wonder Balls because they sell those again now. We all used to.
If you guys don't remember Wonder Balls, you're too young to be listening to this.
Yeah.
So as adult content, you shouldn't be listening.
Adult content.
Adult content.
So yeah, cow and chicken.
Oh, it opened up, dude. Buzz Lightyear though.
Yes. So I remember cow and chicken, like I was saying, all the humans in the show, it would just like cut off at the knees, basically, for whatever reason. Like they had adult parents. And then there was like this one part that was like making fun of itself, where it had a picture of the parents, and it just showed them upside down, and it showed their feet standing up. You're just like, what?
Wow.
That's amazing.
Oh, dude, are you gonna spook us with some courage?
I was trying to find like the two
Creepypasta, Courage Account.
most terrifying ones.
Tell me, because I've researched the show like crazy.
Okay, so
that's
this-
the one.
So there's one where the guy comes in their house and like
This literally gave me nightmares as a
Alright.
kid. Like I vividly remember waking up in the middle of the night, terrified when
Oh.
we lived in Arlington. Waking up and
oh, because you live out in the middle of nowhere, and so do
yeah, yeah,
So
that
that-
was it too.
Dude, when
See-
did you live in Arlington?
That's probably why it didn't affect you
From
much.
like 99 or 2000 to like 2003.
Wow, we would have been really close to each other for a while.
Nice.
Oh,
This-
I'm still getting freaked out.
And this guy.
I don't think I can drive home tonight.
Gay ass narration.
I don't know that I can walk back to my apartment tonight.
Huh?
I don't know that I'll be able to walk back to my
I'm gonna have to spend the night in here.
Why does this guy has to do gay ass commentary?
Just look up.
Why would you comment
Just
over
look
a
up Return
TV
to
show?
Slab.
Why would they put this in a kid show?
So, the reason that show was so scary is because they mixed animation styles.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That specific episode was creepy because the movements are very unnatural. Because they 3D rendered that model and then everything else is cartoon.
Really?
And they did that a number of times. The other scariest moment.
SpongeBob does that too, right? Like when they zoom in on stuff. Is that kind of what you mean?
No, that's mostly like
It's detailed. It's very
like
detailed.
oil painting.
So what are they doing here? What's like the context?
They stole a slab. It's cursed.
Oh, okay. This is
So they
messed up
just
for
get
a kid's
like
show.
they get like locusts and curses and stuff.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, why would they do this?
So like the
This is a this video is garbage apparently.
It's cursed.
Yeah.
dude, it might be.
It just stops.
Anyway, that voice is terrifying.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So the arms move weird because they 3D animate because it was so hard to do 3D animation. Which one's this? Oh,
Same.
Dude,
So messed up.
it's that still creeps me out.
Yeah, dude. And then this was the
Oh, is it the "You're not perfect"?
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially
fuck
that line.
Oh,
That line.
See, I don't remember like actually getting messed up. I just remember thinking it was weird.
Like-
Maybe it was.
Oh no, dude.
this one. So once again, it's expensive. At this point, it was really expensive to do 3D animation stuff. So they just include it really quickly.
We interrupt this program to bring you Courage the Cowardly Dog Show.
It's called like Perfect or something.
I think this is the whole episode.
Dang.
Where's just that clip?
Also, an interesting thing to note about the final episode ever made of Courage. It's the one where they go to like the puppet theater, and he like the puppeteer guy like kills or takes Eustace and whatever her name is and makes them into like puppets. And
Weird.
the episode end. Well, I'll tell you in a second.
Whoa.
Like that's still.
Like, what were they thinking when they made that?
What?
Dude,
What were they thinking?
how did that get past? And that was TVY7. I don't know how anything got past with them. It never happened.
I don't know. Maybe I was too young to be creeped out by it. But I don't know.
Yeah, I just remember.
I don't remember getting actually scared. Just getting. I don't know. Thinking it was weird.
So anyway, what I was saying earlier. So Courage ends. That episode ends with he like, I don't know, whatever. He escapes from that puppeteer
Mhm.
and takes home the Eustace and whatever her name is puppet. And then the end of the episode, he's like wielding all the puppets. He's like, "What do you want to watch on TV?" And he's like making them talk and stuff. And then he like lays down and like smiles. So it never gets resolved. They like were turned into puppets or killed. And then that episode ends, and then that's the last episode of the entire series.
Why would they do that?
Dude, I don't know.
Did that cross the line and they got canceled, or was that the actual ending?
That was just the last episode of the season. They didn't get renewed, I assume.
So weird.
But like, dude, that's just that show is terrifying, man. Anyway,
I don't think of.
that was another big one though. I love that one.
There were shows. So, did you ever watch Flintstones?
Yeah,
'Cause that was kind of ending as we were.
Was it really? Did he go that long?
I remember watching it on Cartoon Network.
Dude, Flintstones.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was like on Boomerang or something.
Yeah,
like
Flintstones was made like
Oh, it's super. Maybe that's what it
super
was. I don't know.
old.
Yeah.
Super old. I don't know if you guys ever watched this, but this is like my favorite show growing up. I Love Lucy. Oh my god.
Just it's very loud.
I Love Lucy.
Yeah, that was like. I mean, it was like
Kinda
from the
watched it.
50s.
Yeah.
But I thought it was the funniest thing. I owned
Really?
like 2 seasons on DVD.
Like I didn't understand all of it, like all the jokes. I remember.
I didn't either, and
Watching
now
it.
I kind of want to go back as an adult and watch it. But I really like that show. I watch it all the time.
So I remember there was
On TV land.
TV. When we were in India, they had Cartoon Network there, and the 4 shows that always played were. So it was Flintstones. Like this was like the afternoon lineup. It was the Flintstones, then The Mask. Did you guys ever watch that?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
It was like.
The Jim Carrey movie?
Well, that was the movie. That started off as a TV show.
Oh, it was a TV.
Or maybe the TV show followed it. But it was a cartoon animated show. So the whole idea was this guy had a mask, and when he put it on, he would like turn into like different personalities. I don't know. It was kind of weird. But I remember loving the show for some reason. And then SWAT Cats. Did you guys ever watch that?
Doesn't sound.
It's like I remember only seeing it in India, but it wasn't like Indian at all. It seemed American or whatever.
Maybe it was Canadian.
It might have been like Canadian, yeah. And then
Like Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
And Wishbone.
Wishbone, dude, that's really old.
Oh yeah. Oh, the big red dog.
Clifford.
Clifford.
Courage the Big Red Dog.
Courage the Big Red
Clifford the
Dog.
Big Red Dog.
Clifford the Cowardly Dog.
I've got a meme that I had with Drake and Josh. So when we get to that point,
Nice.
let me know.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because that just kept getting renewed with like newer. Like it didn't really end. I remember
Yeah.
there were a few movies they made too,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a real life movie which was just awful.
Those. Oh man, I remember that.
But yeah, I remember Scooby Doo being good. Oh, Reading Rainbow. You guys ever watch that?
Yeah, dude, with Laverne Barton.
Laverne Barton.
LeVar Burton.
Yeah,
Is that a joke?
Yeah, that was. I was like talking to Michael once. I was like, "Dude, you ever watch Reading Rainbow?" It's like, "Yeah, that's got, it's got what's his name, Laverne Barton."
Barton.
It's like, no, no, it's got Geordie LaForge in it. Speaking of Star Trek,
I never watched Star Trek.
And they watched it because my mom loved it, and then I got into it.
Laverne.
Oh, Mr. Rogers. Did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
That one was cool because every time they did the segment on like something, how it's made, which is kind of like the kids'
Wow,
version of
it's
how it's
made.
made.
Wow.
Wow, it's made. But that would always fascinate me.
Have you seen the Wow It's Made goof from Rick and Morty?
What do you mean?
I'm trying to think if
from
there's
There's a
context.
Cable.
Yeah, I don't know if there's context that you need for that. The popular show Rick and Morty did a cover of How It's Made on like one of they were doing like a skit episode things, and it's called Wow It's Made, and they just describe making this thing called a plumbus. But the guy like totally improvised the whole thing when he was recording it, and they just like animated to it. So he just like says all these
He just, like
fake-
does like the normal voiceover that would happen on screen, but he just like improvises the whole thing like nonsense words. So they just like animated to his narration.
Yeah. Can you pull that up now?
When I think of Wow It's Made, I think of the YouTube poop.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know that it was called Wow It's Made.
Oh yeah,
I think it's called How They Do It. Or
Oh
something
yeah, how
like
they
that.
do it. Also, the other show, Bob Ross. Obviously, we talked about.
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
You did talk about that?
I mean, we talked about that earlier today at the restaurant.
Oh,
just
that's
that
something
the
about the
Bob
show.
Ross show.
Yeah, I remember like if I ever saw that on, I'd always watch it because it looked awesome,
Dude,
and like the paintings were just really good.
I'll still sometimes watch that.
How They Do It.
Dude, this is so funny. It makes no sense though. I love it. Can you move the monitor down just a smidge?
It's probably gonna take a minute because I'm trying to put this thing in the Dropbox for Evan.
Oh.
It looks it all right now.
I'll quickly go over Disney Channel movies. Then this is. Oh, did you guys ever watch Tom and Jerry?
Yes, Tom and Jerry.
I love that show.
That one was kind of.
That was another
Well, I guess I kind of kept
one
going.
that bored me.
Really?
Yeah.
I always found it fun because it was like the same concept, but everything was always different,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I thought it was, and the animation was.
But I remember, like, as I grew older, I started to realize that the mouse was actually the bad guy.
Dude.
Like, you always think the cat's like the bad guy, but then you see everything that the mouse does over the years. It's like,
Yeah.
he's definitely the bad guy.
So for movies, Disney Channel movies, obviously Halloween Town. I don't know if you guys. It was a whole series. I watched all of them. Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
Okay, I vaguely remember that, but I
Probably just
don't
do this on-
really remember anything about it. But I
So-
do remember it.
A funny thing about that is because I was hanging out with Michael and Cass the other day, Cass had her hair up in the two buns.
Mhm.
Those are called space buns, and they started because people saw that look in
Really?
Xenon in the early 21st century. And now people use that as a legitimate one now. The
Spaceman
13th
buns.
Do you guys ever watch the 13th Year? Guy turns into a mermaid.
Oh yeah,
That,
sounds
weirded me
vaguely
out.
familiar.
Yeah.
that one was weird. I remember
Smart House.
Smart House. I remember watching that way later after it came out for some reason.
Alright, I have this on my phone.
Okay.
That way I'm not sharing
Smart
Wi-Fi.
House. I didn't finish it though. Does the house end up like attacking them or something?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Messed up. Dude, watch it.
Today on How They Do It, Plumbuses. Everyone has a plumbus in their home. First, they take the dingle pop and they smooth it out with a bunch of schleem. The schleem is then repurposed for later batches. They take the dingle pop and they push it through the grumbo, where the fleeb is rubbed against it. It's important that the fleeb is rubbed because the fleeb has all of the fleeb juice. Then a shlami shows up and he rubs it and spits on it. They cut the fleeb. There's several hizzards in the way. The blamps rub against the chumbles, and the plubis and grumbo are shaved away. That leaves you with a regular old plumbus. I always wondered how plumbuses got made.
The dingle hop.
Dingle pop.
It's
Dinkelberg. Oh, Jimmy Neutron.
oh, dude.
Jimmy Neutron.
I remember the TV show being better than the movie. Like
Same.
actually, which is odd.
Yeah,
Remember when they tried to milk a movie into a TV show? It doesn't work.
And it's
Milk a
funny because the
movie.
TV show actually came out of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. It was reversed, and then they made more movies later, like TV movies.
Yeah. Real quick. I'm only gonna say the ones that I remember because there's just a ton. Xenon the sequel.
No, I get it.
Luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
There's one was a Halloween tattoo. Calabar's Revenge. Cadet Kelly.
Cadet Keller.
The Even Stevens movie, obviously.
Nice, that was a good one.
The Cheetah Girls sounds.
Cheating.
Dude, Pixel Perfect. Okay, it's like a digital girlfriend or whatever. Xenon Z3.
Wait, what? Hold on.
You can't just skip
You
over
gotta
that.
go back.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
I don't remember that, but that sounds.
Dude,
kinda
it had
messed
Phil
up.
the Future, and it had Ricky Ullman's in.
Ricky
Plot.
Ullman.
Teenager Roscoe trying to help his best friend Samantha. Sam's band, the Zettabytes. Wow.
Oh, I remember
That's
this.
funny.
It wasn't a virtual girlfriend. It was like a robot girlfriend.
No, it was like a projector girlfriend because she like went in the rain and like
Oh.
she became real because she went in the rain and the rain fall like passed through her and she really wanted to feel the rain and then she became real but it started
Because she
to
wanted
kill
to
her.
be real, she became real.
Yeah,
Is that
but
how that
it
works?
like electrocuted her so they and oh that was.
See, I don't think I finished it. I remember being kind of bored.
Let's
by
just
it.
read the ending and spoil it for ourselves.
Oh, there was a movie. I don't think it had that guy in it, but like it was a magician kid. And like it was a magician, and then there's like the guy who was like teaching like, actually had powers.
Yes.
And like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'll get to that in a sec because I think that's on the list. Well, I'm just gonna skip. When Loretta comes back out of the web and sees that Sam is unconscious, she enters Sam's brain through the EEG machine in an effort to help her Sam rise.
EEG
Caught in her
machine?
own depression. They discover that. Oh yeah, they're in a coma, and the one girl goes into the other girl's brain.
This is weird.
Yeah,
It's like Inception for
we'll have
kids.
to watch that again.
It's like Inception for kids.
Let's see. Xenon Z3.
Z3.
Yeah, was the name of the third
Goodness.
one. Stuck in the suburbs.
Whoa, that sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm.
What is that one?
Kim Possible movie. I'll check in a sec.
Sounds familiar, but I can't think of it.
Man, what was the one? Minutemen.
Minutemen.
Camp
This
Rock.
is kind of recent. I feel like there are more movies.
This is 2008.
I feel like there are way more movies that you're skipping. I don't know what
I'm
list you're looking
skipping
at.
ones that I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what that magic one was called.
I thought it was Now You See It.
Now you see it. I skipped
But,
it. It
but
was
isn't that
2005.
also an actual movie that came out recently? I feel like it. right?
It might be. Now that you
And
say
they-
that.
It was
But there is one called Now You See It on here.
okay. If that's what it is. Was the plot? Was it that he actually had powers at some point? Is that what happened?
Let me check. I'm down to 10%, so I'm not gonna be looking too much.
Something like that.
This is so weird. See, this tells the story of what can really happen on a TV show and covers something that's not meant to be seen on television. She's producing a TV show searching for the once greatest kid magician. The kid has powers. Yeah. He has powers. There's a whole long plot, so I'm not gonna read all that. And then what was the other one you wanted me to check? Stuck in the Suburbs?
Stuck in the Suburbs. It just sounds familiar, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that, but I remember watching it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the plot?
That's I'm gonna check. That's what I remember. It's a Danielle Panabaker, Brenda Song. One is a regular middle school student in the suburbs accidentally changes cell phone numbers with a pop singer. This is one. Yeah. That's all that they say for this. But yeah, she like gets the pop singer's phone number, and then they like trade places or something.
That's weird.
I don't know.
Okay, I just thought of another movie.
Tell me.
It was also about a magician.
Tell me now.
But I think it was a Disney. It was a kid. It was like a teenager, like magician. Meets this girl at the mall and asks her out or whatever. She ends up being the president's daughter. You sound familiar?
Oh.
I think the movie was called My Date with the President's Daughter.
Yeah.
You seen that? Okay.
That sounds familiar.
I think that was a Disney Channel movie. Like
I'm just gonna Google that because I don't remember seeing that on the list.
The stupid thing I remember about it is that I watched it and I thought it was funny and I wanted to watch it again. And my mom was like, "No, you can't watch it again." I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "It's bad."
It's bad.
What
movie was it?
My Date with the President's Daughter.
Dude, 1998.
No, but the thing is, I was asking her, like, wait, what was wrong about it? She's like, well, in one of the scenes, the guy steals his dad's credit card and uses it. And I was like, wait, that's like, you think, like, when does that ever stop? I feel like maybe there's something, like, sexual in it that she just made something up. Like, oh, he stole his dad's credit card.
This says it was produced by Buena Vista Home Entertainment and Walt Disney. Premiered as part of ABC's revival of The Wonderful World of Disney. So like,
this was on ABC.
It doesn't say it's Disney Channel. Though.
So I guess it wasn't as kid friendly as it would be on Disney Channel.
Yeah. Any other Disney Channel ones for you guys?
I mean, I didn't watch Disney Channel very much.
Okay. Well, as far as my Drake and Josh story.
Your Drake and Josh story?
It's just because it's become a meme now with me and some of my current coworkers.
Drake and Josh has?
Yeah. So the one girl has seen it, the other girl has not. And I sit with them both. So I always make jokes from the show, and the one cracks up, and the other one doesn't. It's very funny. So like we were talking about like skydiving, and she's like, dude, I gotta go skydiving. And like, so the one girl's she's like the exact opposite of me, like very outgoing and like loves drama and stuff. The other one is very
loves drama.
Well, you don't love drama?
So the one that is like super outgoing, it's like, dude, guys, I gotta go skydiving. And I just like, dude, they say that 1 in 10
1 in 3 don't make it to the ground.
1 in 10 people don't even make it to the ground. And the other girl just starts cracking up. And then the one girl was like, where do they go? And I was like, that's the next line.
That show is so good. Like, I hear 1 in 3 people didn't make it to the ground.
Yeah.
What do you mean, where do they go?
Yeah, where do they go?
Mitch, did you ever watch that?
No.
Dude.
I'm trying to think, like, if you were to go back and watch it, would you actually... I feel like you'd still think it's funny.
I mean, I think that's funny. Where do they go?
It's basically stuff like that.
Yeah, we should... Maybe
You want to just watch, like, a best of, like, on YouTube?
Yeah, we should.
I'm sure there is.
And so the other big thing was, there's a guy who's interning at where I work. Or where I'm interning at, I guess. And he looks like a knockoff Josh Peck.
Not really.
Yeah, like if you look at him from the side, like this is Josh Peck with like a flatter
No.
face. So
Josh Peck with a flatter face?
Yeah. So I was like sitting there, I was like, hey Allison, hey, see that guy? She said, yeah. So that kind of looked like a bootleg Josh Peck. And she just like cracks a smile. And she's like, yeah, he kind of does.
Wait, so this is old, like season 1
No,
Josh,
this is
or
like
season...
after he got fit.
After he got fit, okay.
So I every time he walks by, I always just like say like, hey Josh, like quietly, and they like crack up.
But he doesn't hear you.
He doesn't. He has no idea, as far as I know, unless the other girl told him. So
Maybe
I
he
just
gets
like
it all the time.
I just like I've only told a few people, but whenever he walks by, I just like look at them and like smile, and they start laughing. So we did an icebreaker game for all the interns, like shortly after I started, and one of the games, I don't know if you guys have played this. It's like a circle, and one person's in the middle, and they say something that they like, and if other people like that, they have to go out into the circle and find another spot on the circle. So it's like musical chairs, but a circle.
Okay.
So if you're caught in the center, you've got to say something you like and then take someone else's spot. So I did real well. I didn't get caught in the center, and then I get caught in the center once. So just like look around, and I like make dead eye contact with the one outgoing girl, and I was like, I like Drake and Josh. And she just looked at me, and she's like, I can't believe that you said that. And she like did not walk in the middle.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I thought she was just gonna laugh, but she was like taken aback that I said that. And I look at the other girl's like cracking up and like walks out in the middle. And then afterwards, we're like walking away. And she's just like, Sam, I can't believe you said that. And she's just like smiling and like grinning. And I was like, what? She's like, I couldn't even walk out there. I was so shocked. I was like, what?
I don't get this. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't understand the premise here.
And then, yeah, it was just like, I don't know why she...
Like she's embarrassed for people to know that?
I think she was like embarrassed. But I was like, no one knows that.
Everyone likes Drake and Josh who's seen it.
Yeah, and so many people walked in the middle. But and then this is unrelated, but also has to do with the same girl. So if it gives any more in-depth backstory, not that. But I had a tour at the data center at that company.
Data
Center.
Data.
The other day, and. We like walk in. There's just big rooms. There's like tons of fans and stuff because they're keeping everything cold.
The people that
Tons of my fans were there.
Locked up in a room.
And so it's like really cold and loud.
Sure.
There's AC units on all the time. So the guy's like, this button will shut off this generator. It's like, but we've got like 3 more running. So if I like cut this cable and I hit this red button to shut it off, nothing's gonna go down. And I'm like standing like behind these 2 girls that I'm friends with, and I like say kind of loudly because the AC units are. I was like, "Prove it," just like about that loudly.
Yeah.
And no one else hears me, but they hear me. And
It's like perfect.
That one girl turns around. She's like, "What did you say?" I was like, I didn't say anything. She's just like she's like
You're really
so
overly
She
sensitive.
gets like uptight. Is that
she's like
the right
so
word?
shocked by this stuff. And then we left the room. She's like, "What did you say back there?"
So she actually didn't hear it.
She like kind of. She's like, "Did you say prove it?" I was like, "Yeah."
Like it's a joke. Like he wasn't serious.
Yeah, but I said it like so loudly. I'm sure someone else heard it. It was so really funny. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
that's all I have for that.
Drake and Josh.
Any other shows?
SpongeBob, Drake and Josh. Those were the 2 on Nick really that I liked.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Dude.
That goes way back. Yeah, that was.
Dude, way back.
We had this one VHS that we watch over and over of Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. We had the audiobooks. So
Okay.
like the real books are quite good, and then we got the audiobooks, and I just listen to those all the time. I fall asleep to those.
Okay, did you watch any old Disney animated movies?
Like
Mulan.
like Dumbo?
like old Disney.
Yeah, like old Disney, like Dumbo or
Yeah, I've
Fantasia.
seen most
Fantasia or like Peter
What's
Pan or
Fantasia
anything like that.
about?
It's not like about anything.
It's like a musical.
It's like
kind of
a
thing, right?
musical. Yeah.
It's for kids.
Yeah.
I've seen I feel like I've seen most of the Disney movies. But it's been so long I don't remember. But yeah, I've seen like Dumbo, Bambi,
Yeah, Bambi.
Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound, all the princess ones, Mulan. I mean Cinderella, Snow
Let's
White.
get down to business.
You gotta remake that. YouTube poop. Did you guys ever watch Oliver and Company? It was with like a cat in like the city.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Sounds familiar to me.
It was like a cat who was like just like put out for I don't know how you call it. It's not adoption, but like just thrown in the pound and then like
Was it Oliver Twist but with cats?
no, not really. I don't think so.
That's what it sounds.
I mean, I guess I never really read or watched Oliver Twist, so I don't know.
It's about an orphan.
They weren't like in an orphanage. They were like just kind of out on the street. Somehow just ended up on the streets.
Oh, okay.
And then like a bunch of dogs like found the cat, and they all just like went on some adventure. But
Yeah.
I remember like we loved it so much that when we got a cat, we named it Oliver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that a little bit.
You do?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's that. There was we had a ton of VHS tapes.
Oh, PB Bear.
PB Bear.
Yeah.
Um,
And we had VHS of that.
What?
PB Bear.
It's just about a
Peanut
bear.
butter bear?
It's just about a
I think
bear.
that was his name was
What?
PB Bear. So they called him PB. And I think in one episode they say it literally stands for peanut butter.
PG Winkle. Winkle.
Winkle,
Winkle.
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 Dude. Yeah, no, it's called PB Bear. I only knew of it from the VHSs that we had, though. I never saw it on TV.
Hmm.
It was really old.
Ding.
Hello.
Hello.
Come in.
It's the doorbell.
We should get doorbells installed on our apartments. For when the other one of us comes over. Or Seth.
Dang, what else did I watch on Nickelodeon? Oh, did you ever watch like the in between shows thing, or like Slime Time or whatever?
Dude, Pick Boy.
Pick Boy.
Remember Pick Boy?
No.
Dude!
What's Pick Boy?
What? It was on Nickelodeon. It was, I think they did like segments, but it was this guy who like, how do I describe this? He like walked around and talked to like fans of shows. He was like dressed up in an outfit that said like Pick Boy, had like a P on the front, like a Superman knockoff with a P. And like he did he was in a lot of bumpers between shows, but there was like a show. I don't know if it was a show, but it was like people had to like pick, and they had to like do something real gross. So like they got slimed frequently because that was Nick's thing.
Gack.
They got gacked.
What?
That's what it was called.
Wait, you remember this?
This one they would
Remember
get
those?
slimed though. They called it like getting slimed. One guy had to like.
I thought it was called, but it was called Gack, right? Wasn't like the official
I think that was the official
word
See, the
for
one thing I remember
Nickelodeon
was-
slime was Gack.
The one I remember was just called Slime Time, and it was like.
Well, yeah, but okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
look
I'm
this
not
up.
remembering what you're talking about.
Like I know it's just referred to as slime, often, but like, I feel like the official name of it was Gack. Like they would
Gack.
call it that.
Figure it out. Maybe that was it.
Figure it out.
But he would like. This guy. I don't remember exactly what they would do,
Oh yeah.
but I remember there were like these like tunnel like.
I totally remember this
They're
guy.
like-
I don't remember what he did though.
There were like these 3 like pipes or whatever, and they had like 1, 2, and 3, and people would like pick one, and then if they got like unlucky, it was like you got it, you're slimed, you gotta get slimed, or something like one guy had to like sit in a bathtub of earthworms, like real gross stuff.
Or like okay, so they like sold slime as like a toy. Nickelodeon
Oh,
did,
really?
and it was called Gack.
Oh, okay.
So I don't remember that. So this is basically like Fear Factor for kids.
I think so.
Dude,
It's
Fear
what-
Factor.
But
That's what I'm getting out of this.
Just
That's
like
what part of
blend up cockroaches and
Drink it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or bathe in it and then
Is that what
drink
Fear
it.
Factor did?
Oh, if
Fear Factor got weird. They're just.
it was
I never
like
watched it.
they had like stunts and stuff too, but there was always
Yeah.
like at least one challenge where they just like
Involved insects.
yeah, or like just blended up like bull testicles and cockroaches in like this blender.
I
You
can't imagine
have to
people
drink
wanting to
the
go on
whole
that.
thing or walk away right now.
I can't imagine people doing that even for money.
Dude, I wouldn't.
Like there are plenty of game shows that don't require you to do it.
Yeah.
Give you money.
And like it
worst thing
wasn't
about
even
this,
that
you-
big of a payout. I don't remember what
I think
it
it
was.
was like $20,000.
Yeah, it's-
But the thing is like, if you apply for that, you're pretty much guaranteed to get it because no one else is gonna do it. And like, what if you lose? You just did all that for nothing. It's like disgusting.
Well, anything else for you, Mitch? that you recall?
What?
Anything else that you recall?
Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Tales from the
So
Crypt.
I actually
What?
learned about that like last year.
Oh,
2
yeah.
years ago maybe. And I went through and watched some of them, and they were actually like
Yeah, it's
those are
heavy.
good. Those are pretty good. Because that's like an adult show.
Was
Really?
it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know how I ended up seeing it then as a kid.
Maybe it was like kid oriented, but yeah, the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was like.
I feel like there's other weird Canadian PBS shows.
Ooh,
that
Canadian
they
shows,
have,
yeah.
Like, similar to
What was that,
Wishbone.
CBC Kids? At the station?
I don't remember. I just know there was like a lot of Canadian made like live action shows on PBS, like Wishbone and stuff like that.
Wishbone.
There was Wishbone, Goosebumps.
Ooh.
Goosebumps. Ooh.
Ooh,
I
spoopy.
never watched it. I read the books. So something interesting about the books. My sister loved to read them.
Wishbone?
Goosebumps.
Oh, Goosebumps, sorry.
And
I thought that
I
was
was
about
like-
books.
I was like too young to be reading them. Because I don't think my mom wanted me to read. We'd go to the library and my sister would always pick them up. And she would like tell me about them sometimes.
Oh, dude, speaking of like books like that, Animorphs.
Dude, Animorphs.
Never
Heck
heard of
yeah.
that.
And at one
Yeah.
point, I don't remember if we were ever allowed, but at least at one point, like it was known that we weren't allowed to get Animorphs books
What is it
from the
about?
library.
It's
I don't
about-
even know. It's just like anthropomorphic people that
Yeah,
like
they
turn
could turn
into
into
animals.
animals.
or
And each
something.
one they could turn into something else. Something like that. Like look up Animorphs and just go through the search.
Well, speaking of
Images.
transforming,
But my sister got this Goosebumps book.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps book. And
Animorphs.
I used to eat
This?
peanut butter. Yeah. Every cover looked like that.
What is it?
I don't know.
I don't think I ever knew
Um,
because I don't think I was ever allowed. to
You would
get
just
them.
look at the cover in the library and then run out.
Yeah.
Someone did that. Did a meme
Young
of
adult
that
books.
with the Bee movie and like.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? Jerry Seinfeld turning into like the bee.
Yeah.
It's really funny. But my sister got one of the books. And I was
Animorphs?
just- No.
Goosebumps.
Oh, sorry. Wait, you've been trying to make this point for a while.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's not even that good. But I used to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches a lot. And I think I mentioned this before. Because of Earthworm Jim, I had a huge fear of earthworms growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Earthworm Jim.
there's a book in the Goosebumps series that apparently, according to my sister, the one like kid gets cursed and worms appear in every one of his peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or like all the food that he eats. But specifically peanut butter and jelly, I remember that like really wigged me out. So for like a long time, it was like real weird to eat. Like I eat peanut butter and jellies, but like you know that you're like I can't quite tell what I'm eating. You know, it was like it
Oh my
creeped me
gosh.
out. And I would legitimately open them up and check
Check
before
for
I eat them.
earthworms.
Check the sandwich for earthworms.
Yeah, dude, I was like real paranoid.
Dang, what else came on Nick? I mean, there's Fairly Odd Parents we talked about.
Yeah.
With Danny Phantom. Did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, here are some obscure ones I'm gonna bring up.
Do it.
These would like come on like they're like mini shows that would like come on that are like it's been like independent studios or something. I don't know. But this one was called Math Monsters. Did you guys ever watch this?
I don't think so.
So like the characters were like math symbols.
Wait, I think I do remember this.
You seen that?
Whoa.
You seen that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I think it's called Math Monsters.
Yeah.
So that one was just like it would like just come on like at weird
Yeah, it was
points in
like-
the afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon.
And it was like the lower key, like not so popular shows would come on.
Yeah.
I just remember watching and like it was
what
like
is
super
this?
slow paced,
Yeah.
like not good. But because it had to do with math, I guess I liked watching
I
it.
remember, like the episode about patterns.
Really?
Yeah. You remember?
So I don't remember any specific episodes.
Okay.
Okay, here's the other one. Did you ever watch Tiny Planets?
Give me a picture.
Yeah,
You're gonna need a picture because I didn't know it was called Tiny Planets until I saw it.
That sounds kind of familiar.
So these two people.
No, that doesn't look
Seriously?
familiar at all.
Yes.
It was weird because they would like
Yes.
at the beginning they would sit on their couch and they would like get launched up into a rocket ship to like another
Yes.
planet.
Holy-
Yeah. And the theme song. You want to listen to the theme song?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called Little Planets.
Tiny Planet.
Tiny Planets. Little
Yo, what is it? It's called Small Planets? what diminutive planets?
But it's weird because the two characters are called Bing and Bong.
Yes.
So the theme song was just Bing and Bong. It was like what they would say. But like I never knew what the words were. Because they never spoke, so you never knew their names.
I remember that. Wait, what is this called? I can't find it.
Wait, this is just the... I want the video, not the music.
Sheesh, dude, I remember
Here we go.
that.
Yeah, here we go. I feel like this one was not like a full-length show either. But it was
I don't
cool because it was like
remember this at all.
animated, like 3D.
Yeah.
And like each episode they'd go to a different planet and like the creatures would look different. It's kind of weird. Catapult into space. Bing and Bong.
Oh,
bing
dude,
and bong.
here's a good one.
Wait, real
So
quick,
this-
just because this went in the same vein as this.
Sure.
You probably haven't seen it. 3, 2, 1 Penguins.
Yes.
3, 2, 1 penguins.
Wasn't that like...
That was also 3D animated.
3, 2, 1.
But wasn't it like sort of a VeggieTales meme where it was like
Yeah.
like vaguely Christian or at least like
I think so.
like really moral centric or something?
Anyway, sorry.
3, 2, 1 penguins. No, I haven't seen this.
I think it was also from Big Idea, maybe.
Big idea.
Yeah, the like production house or whatever
okay.
that made. Okay, so this was like after it would have been like relevant to me at all, but like I knew about it because it was just so insane. Booba.
Booba, that was a weird show.
Yeah, dude. What
My
the
little brother would
fuck?
watch that.
What is that?
So it was...
It's like Teletubbies on acid.
It was weird.
Oh, Teletubbies is another good
Yeah,
one.
dude.
Yeah, Teletubbies was weird. But this one was
This
like...
took it to a whole new level.
It was like half the show had to do with these Teletubby like plush creatures who would like dance around. Or sorry, a third of it would be that.
I don't even know how to describe what
I've
happened.
seen
on
full
the show.
episodes of it. But a third of it is like these plush guys like dancing around or whatever. Another third of it is a kid who like does a special talent. So it's like this thing like flies in the air and then lands in the middle of the field and makes like this like circle and there's a kid on it and like one kid will like do a cartwheel for like 5 minutes. Or on another episode it'll do like a
This is
I don't
educational
know.
program.
some sort of physical like talent that the kid could do. Then the other third was these weird like skits with like real life people. You remember?
Vaguely.
It was like and all their names were like Mr. Man and Mrs. Woman.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like none of them would talk, but they would all like.
Yeah, there was like no dialogue.
Dude, I gotta
Do you
look
have like
this
a
up.
picture or something? Because
I can show you a video. Can I get the Wi-Fi password? Unlimited data.
Yeah. Unlimited data.
Details.
Details.
Show
Adults
me,
only.
Show me the details.
Click more for details.
Advertisement.
Advertisement. Adults only. Click for details.
Standard data rates apply.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I don't
that
want
was-
like official Booba videos here. I
Really?
want to see like
Mr.
someone
Man.
upload it and be like,
Mrs.
what is this shit?
Grandpapa, Grandmama.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that the old lady and the old man? So
Grandpapa,
weird.
grandmama.
And it was weird because it was called Booba, but in the theme song the lady would say Beeba, so it was like super confusing.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
oh wait, Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears,
Dude. Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Booba intro original.
Was Berenstain Bears on PBS?
Actually, yeah, man.
Yeah, it was for a while anyway. Low key, like good atmospherics.
Listen to what they say. See, it says Beeba.
It doesn't sound like bebop, it just sounds like boob.
I thought there was actually a voice to the object that said Beeba.
It just sounds like a retarded kid.
Yeah, see right there.
That doesn't
That was-
sound like
That was-
bebop.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
Sam. Obviously, it's someone.
It's some kind of accent.
Obviously,
Right.
someone told
It's
the
like
kid.
booba. It's
Yeah,
like
obviously,
it's like
someone
a.
told the kid to say booba, and he said that.
No,
It's
I
like
feel
no.
like
I
he's.
think he's saying booba.
I feel like it's like a
Booba.
Welsh accent.
Yeah.
a Welsh accent.
Yeah.
These kids are
Whatever.
Welsh. Anyway,
From
is
my
that-
perspective,
oh,
they were saying it differently.
Because even when they're dancing.
It's weird. Okay, that wasn't as prominent.
When does the show start? Or is this the show?
This is the intro.
Oh, this is the intro. Did I have the full episode on it?
I think this is just the intro.
You gotta show Sam the
Yeah, I'll try to find
three
it.
aspects of this. Three components. Oh my gosh, I remember being this long.
Like, look at this shot, though. Like, when they cut in really tight on the kid's face, is just in front of this thing.
How did they get the kids to do this?
It's just insane. It's just an acid trip for children.
That's a trip for children. So weird. Those are the plush creatures.
No, they don't make any noise besides like weird
No,
whooshing sounds.
Look at them. Oh my god. They all had names, but you couldn't tell what they were saying.
Yeah. Ding 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 ba.
That's racist towards Chinese
This sounds. This looks like kind of familiar.
people. What?
And then they fart out of the.
What do you mean they fart?
Listen.
Oh, I guess they do. Oh my god.
This is a long ass intro.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh. I remember this.
What the what?
This is messed up. This happens at the beginning of every episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep in mind.
It's exactly the same. At the beginning of every episode.
This is just to kill time, I guess.
It just sped up people. Like the three parts of the show don't connect at all.
Yeah.
It's like they had three ideas and they're like, well,
What show should we make? Let's make all three.
Bang bang.
But yeah, that was 4 minutes and
4 minutes
18
and-
seconds.
Wow.
The same 4 minutes and 18 seconds at the beginning of every episode.
Oh my gosh.
So Berenstain Bears, was there a show that would always be right next to it? Am I remembering that?
I don't know. I don't recall, honestly.
Did you guys ever watch George Shrinks?
Yes.
Yes.
That was a good
That was
show.
a good one.
The Spy Kids movies, those were good.
Spy Kids, yeah, that was. I think I watched that in theaters.
We watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl at your house.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah.
That movie was awful. I never even finished it. I don't think I
You did with me, boy.
I don't think I watched it with you. There's no way.
So
I must have been like playing my DS while I was watching.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't like it from the start.
Huh. Yeah, we definitely went over to your house to watch it.
Okay, do you guys ever watch Bob the Builder?
Yeah.
That was a good one. Lazy Town.
I don't know if I just thought it was
Oh,
like
gosh, dude, what
gay
a
as a
movie.
kid or something, but I never watched Bob the Builder.
I thought Bob the Builder was gay.
No, I just mean that. I just
You
mean that
thought
in
you were
like a.
gay?
I just mean
You know
that
what
in
gay
like a.
meant.
I'm speaking like now
I know.
to describe what I thought about it then.
I'm just screwing with you.
That's funny.
Don't get your panties in a bunch.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, please.
Dude, but Lazy Town has like become a meme lately, but like I remember actually watching that when it was
Yeah,
on
dude, me too.
on the
Lazy
air.
Time.
Lazy Town. You know, like the "We Are Number One" meme, or whatever. No,
What?
We are number one.
you've been living under a rock.
Dude, what?
Give me more context.
We
Like,
are number one. It's a song, and it's like the dude that's dressed up as a villain, and it's all. It's
Oh,
playing
yeah.
trumpet.
Yeah.
That's from Lazy Town.
oh, okay.
Yeah, because I remember like
Yeah, I never knew what it was from.
Oh yeah, it was a TV show that had it was a mixture of puppets and real people, basically.
that's weird.
Sporticus, that was his name.
That was his name.
It was Spartacus, but it was because he was athletic, so it's Sporticus.
That's so good. So this is a good time to be winding down. Any other ones? Any final ones people want to get in there or talk about more?
Ooh, Rocket Power. You ever watch that?
Oh, yeah, dude, Rocket Power. That was kind of like
skateboard.
the. Oh, nothing else is on, so I guess I'll watch this show.
Yeah, it wasn't like my favorite. I don't
Yeah.
remember it really being that good. But it
Oh,
got me through the day, you know.
Yeah.
It was homeschool days. Oh, Little Bill.
Dude,
you watch it? It
Bill.
was like Bill Cosby's like childhood stories made into a show.
Is that really what it was?
I
I think like loosely, yeah.
Really?
It was a weird animation style.
Yeah, it was.
What would you even call that?
I don't know.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about, but I just like never watched it because it never interested me. Yeah.
Yeah, you seen that?
Yeah.
Rugrats, yeah, Rugrats was that was a
Dude.
good one.
Caillou.
Caillou,
Oh,
oh my
dude,
god.
Calio.
Callio. Calliao.
Calia.
Did you who told me that Dora and Caillou are the same voice actor?
Dora, Caillou, and I don't know about Dora and Caillou. Caillou and Aang from Avatar are the same voice.
Oh, okay, I believe it.
I guess
He
that
just has a
makes
very
sense.
bald voice, you know.
Yeah, he really does. Some people just have real hairy voices, but not.
This
not
guy
that
just is smooth as an egg.
His voice is as smooth as his head.
Yeah. This guy. Why are we saying this guy?
We don't know his
It's
name.
no, it's gotta be a woman.
The person does Aang's voice.
Dude, I don't know what it is.
I'm
I'm
just-
I guess it could. I guess women do a lot of like younger boy
yeah.
voices.
Jimmy Neutron is a
Yeah.
girl.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because they just need like a higher voice that won't change.
I like
Like a higher,
that actually-
higher women voice.
Oh yeah, woman does Ash from Pokemon.
I saw the female voice actor of Ash at the Indianapolis Comic Con.
Really?
Too.
Nice.
And like yeah, you can get her to say a voice in Ash's voice or Ash's mom's voice because she played
She did
both.
both.
I was like,
That's funny.
It's weird.
Did you ever watch Ginger on Nickelodeon?
Yeah. Oh, dude, Ginger, and then The Weekenders. Did you watch
Dude,
that?
The Weekenders.
The Weekenders?
Yeah.
Vaguely remember that.
Yeah, same. I don't. Michael references it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't remember why.
Also Recess.
I was just about to say that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Recess. And Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold. that
I didn't
was
watch
really
it. Hey Arnold.
cool. That one was like kind of weird, but also
Yeah.
kind of good. Okay, I've definitely not seen Weekenders after looking at the.
I don't think it was a very like kid-friendly show.
Hey Arnold?
Honestly. Yeah.
It was kind of weird.
I don't remember much.
Because it was like
bad.
more like, I feel like it was more like invested in the characters than it was just about like jokes and
Yeah,
gags and
they had a lot of
stuff.
story arcs from what I
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, Little Bear.
Little Bear.
Little
It
Bear,
definitely
yes.
sounds familiar,
Can't remember
but I
anything
don't.
that it
Yeah,
looks
I
like.
don't know anything.
It's like that.
Yeah. I watched that.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I recognize how it looks, but
The other one that was like that was Franklin the Turtle.
That
Hey,
was-
it's Franklin.
I
That
recognize
was
the
doesn't sound
song.
familiar to me.
That was. I think that was
Codename
PBS.
Kid Next. Codename.
Yeah, dude.
Kids Next Door.
I didn't really
Next
like that
Door.
one.
I didn't either.
I don't remember if I did or not. I just remember I watched it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I just watched it. Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Zaboomafoo.
Dude, it's a boom a foo.
Zabooma Foo? Zabooma Fool.
What?
Wait, what was that from?
We got a little joke going on my channel right now. Zabooma Who? Zabooma Fool.
Wait, what is that? What? Who said that?
The Defined Brother.
What?
What is this?
I'm just gonna give you all these
I'm
clues
gonna
and
feel
not
like
tell
an
you.
idiot as soon as I remember.
Alright, while you're doing that, did you guys ever watch Doug?
Yeah.
No, I never watched it.
You know what it is though?
Yeah, I do.
And then The Wild Thornberries.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good one.
That was a crazy one.
You guys,
That one kid.
fucking annoying accent.
Nigel Thornberry.
Dude.
Smashing.
Smashing.
I remember thinking
The
like,
memes.
Yeah.
I remember thinking like, dude, this is hilarious because this guy is the only other guy I've ever heard of named Nigel.
Oh man.
What is that from? It's not a thing that IDEB says, right?
You're close.
Is it? Oh, it's Filthy Frank, right?
No.
Wait, what? It isn't Ethan, is it?
No.
Who else is close to these guys?
iDubbbz never personally said it.
Personally.
Is it in an IDEB's video?
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay. It was in the Fine Brothers content cop.
I
He
just
had
watched that yesterday.
Oh, nice. He had like his friend do like a parody of Bad Unboxing in it. And he like comes into the room and he's like, "You're
That's
stealing
it.
my format."
That's it.
It's like I do the thing where I open boxes and pull out weird things. I put weird pictures on the computer screen behind me. It's like, a lot of people put weird things on computer screens. We got a little joke going on my channel right now. Zabooma Who? Zabooma Fool.
Yeah. Now it's coming back to me.
The Fine Brothers told me not to stand for this. Define who? The Fine Brothers. Define brother.
Oh, Blue's Clues.
Oh yeah. How could we
I grew
forget?
up with Blue's Clues.
What was that?
Well, that's just like too obvious
Too obvious to what?
to mention.
When we mentioned Arthur earlier.
No, I mean like just because I feel like we're like trying to dig really deep.
Oh, okay.
Not just scratching the brain, but really.
How about
Yeah, not just scraping,
Scraping
not
the brain.
scraping the memory.
Okay. Did you guys ever watch Freakazoid? Does it sound familiar?
That's
It
the
sounds
cartoon
familiar, but I don't-
superhero,
okay.
right?
Yeah, it was like a weird.
Watched
I
it.
think I heard about it years later. I don't.
It was
I
like
watched
he
it.
wasn't very smart. He was just kind of like weird. I don't know how to describe it. I don't really remember it a whole lot. Inspector Gadget.
Na 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 na. Inspector Gadget. Na 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 na.
Can't believe you guys haven't seen Little Bear. Ooh, the Magic School Bus.
Oh yeah, dude.
Shoot.
Jam.
It was the shiz.
I got a Magic School Bus game from the library.
What?
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
I pulled that up now and play.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So that's something I never watched.
Really?
I've never seen
That was like old, kind of. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, come on, yeah, man, come on, man, yeah, man.
Alright, anything else you guys want to mention before we end it here? Man, it's been great reminiscing with you guys.
I feel old.
I do feel old as well.
I'm gonna go home and watch all those shows all
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
whole night.
Yeah. I specifically do really want to watch Johnny Bravo though again.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but like even my dad still quotes that show.
He quotes it.
Yeah, because he thought it was hilarious. 'Cause he thought that character design was like.
It is. He's like a meathead, like all top heavy. Skips leg day, you know.
The whole goof of Johnny Bravo is that he just skips leg day.
That's the premise of the show.
But anyway, thank you guys for listening. we will see you in the next. Well, you'll hear from us. You'll hear from us at some point.
Wow.
I love you.
Wow.
I love you.